The 2025 Lamborghini Urus Performante isn't here to participate. It's here to dominate. Every angle, every bolt, every breath of this machine exists for one purpose: to prove that an SUV can become something terrifyingly fast. When most brands talk about sporty SUVs, Lamborghini takes the entire category, flips it over, and sets it on fire. Because the Urus Performante isn't a luxury SUV with power. It's a supercar disguised as one. I start at the front, where the car's personality hits you like a wall of adrenaline. The 2025 model carries an even sharper front fascia, deeper air intakes, and a matte carbon fiber hood that cuts through the air like a blade. The bumper sits lower, angrier, and more sculpted. Everything here is functional, built to channel air, reduce drag, and keep a 2.2-ton monster glued to the road. The Y-shaped DRLs flicker like the eyes of something alive. This is not elegance. This is intimidation. Moving to the side profile, the Urus Performante shows exactly why it sits above the regular Urus. The entire body rides 20 millimeters lower, the stance is wider, and the carbon fiber trims sharpen the silhouette. Even standing still, it feels like it's hunting. The forged 23-inch wheels aren't just wheels, they're weapons. Behind them, massive carbon ceramic brakes wait like they're preparing for war. Every step around this SUV reminds you, you're not walking next to a family vehicle. You're walking next to a 666 horsepower threat. At the rear, the Performante becomes even more unforgiving. The lightweight carbon fiber spoiler extends further, adding 38% more rear downforce. The bumper is carved aggressively, almost knife-like, and the titanium Akrapovič exhaust sits in the center like two cannons ready to fire. When this thing wakes up, it doesn't sound like an SUV. It sounds like a supercar that swallowed a hurricane. The exhaust note is sharper in the 2025 tuning, more metallic, more animalistic. There's no gentle mode. Even in strata, it wants to sprint. But then I open the door, and the chaos turns into precision. The interior of the Urus Performante 2025 keeps its brutal identity, but brings in updated digital clusters, a refined infotainment UI, and high-definition displays that feel more futuristic than ever. Alcantara wraps everything: dashboard, steering wheel, pillars, even the roof liner. Lamborghini calls this interior Performante Soul, and that's exactly what it feels like. The new contrast stitching patterns glow under the ambient lighting like veins of energy. The bucket seats are slimmer, stronger, and more sculpted. You don't sit in them, you sit locked into them. This SUV isn't trying to pamper you. It's preparing you for G-forces. Even the drive mode selector, the Anima switch, feels heavier, more mechanical, like a trigger. Strata for comfort, sport for aggression, and Corsa for absolute madness. And yes, Corsa is where the Urus stops pretending to be civil. Now the engine. This is where Lamborghini laughs at physics. The 2025 Urus Performante still uses the 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, pushing 666 horsepower and 850 newton-meters of torque. But don't let the same numbers fool you. Lamborghini recalibrated the throttle mapping, torque curves, and gear ratios to feel sharper, more violent, and more connected than before. It launches from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.3 seconds, but what really shocks you is the mid-range punch. From 60 to 200, this SUV charges forward like it refuses to lose. The lightweight springs and stiffer anti-roll system give the Performante a cornering attitude no SUV should have. It rotates, it dives, it grips like a massive, angry supercar wearing a taller body. The new rally mode, exclusive to Performante, is unhinged. It lets the SUV dance sideways on loose surfaces, while the traction control works like some kind of digital sorcery to keep everything in check. No other SUV on the planet drives like this. None. Every part of the 2025 Performante has been engineered with obsession. The aero kit adds real downforce, the titanium exhaust saves weight, the carbon fiber hood and panels reduce mass up front, and the recalibrated steering responds like it's wired directly into your thoughts. Lamborghini knows that the Urus Performante has to stay ahead of every challenger. Ferrari Purosang, Cayenne Turbo GT, DBX 707. And with this update, it does. Driving it feels like you're piloting a missile with leather seats. There's no hesitation, no softness, no hesitation to show you its real nature. You touch the throttle, and it lunges. You brake, and it bites. You turn the wheel, and it snaps toward the apex like it has something to prove. And maybe it does. Because the Urus Performante is not just a faster Urus. It's Lamborghini's way of saying, we can build an SUV, but we will never build something ordinary. So whether you're looking at it from the front, the side, the back, or from behind the wheel, one thing becomes clear. This is the most intense expression of an SUV ever built, and it wears its madness with pride. If luxury SUVs are supposed to be polite, refined, and comfortable, the Urus Performante didn't get that memo. It was too busy breaking records. And here's the truth that hits you once you step out. This car doesn't just change how fast an SUV can be. It changes how fast a luxury car should be. Lamborghini didn't build this to impress anyone. They built it because no one else dared to. Now tell me, if you had one chance to take the Urus Performante to its absolute limit, where would you push it first?